Hello and welcome back. You join me here under this giant dragony chin. As you can see, this big guy's still here. He hasn't moved on at all, hasn't really done anything. He seems quite content to just stare, as seems to be the way of dragons around here. They do just seem to find something and stare at it. It's probably part of their hoarding behaviour. Horatio and the rest of his pack are still down here by the water. I don't think anything's happened yet. They seem pretty chill. Yep, woof. Oh, but while I remember, a commenter by the name of Russ, I think, did suggest 3 names for these doggies and I really liked them. Basically naming them after the 3 Musketeers. And I am about to butcher the pronunciation of these names. I'm terribly sorry. Athos? Athos? I think you can be Athos. Athos? I don't know. You have Porthos? Who shall be Porthos? You. And Aramis. You can be Aramis. There we are. We have 3 Musketeers looking after Horatio. We can always have D'Artagnan if we get a 4th doggy in here to look after Horatio. But I really liked those names. I like a nice theme when I'm naming something. Sorry, I'm just kicking you all into the same place. It's a bit rude. All good. Anyway, we've also got the librarians up here checking away on things to do with the amethyst drake. They are mostly stuck in this vine. Are all 3 of them in there? Oh, oops. Sorry guys. Fine, I'm going to get rid of that one since they keep climbing up it. Your prices haven't gone up that much considering I punched you. I'm very sorry. But anyway, we'll come back and check on these guys later and see if they've got any more info for us. Because we don't know anything about this amethyst drake, and now that it's turned up, it's really big. So we could maybe do with a little bit of info on it. Oh, but while we're out here, we should probably see if the burrowing worm is still around. Since the whole point of encouraging the amethyst drake was to scare it off. Okay, no, the burrowing worm is gone, and I think it's been driven off. I think at some point it has been scared off. Whoops, please fly, and driven away. So it would look a little bit as if the amethyst drake can kind of fling crystals. Maybe that's what its tail is all about. Its tail is almost like a flail. Let's go have a look. Can't really see from this angle. I'm just going to have to see if I can pillar a little bit. Yeah, the end of the tail is like a flail. There's lots of like strings of crystals coming off it. Maybe it can kind of flick them. Or maybe that's what it did to the burrowing worm, which seems to have gone to ground for now. But interestingly, it's not bothered with the deep light serpent. Yeah, the serpent's still there. They obviously just don't compete with each other. They're quite happy to be neighbours. This thing seems so small now. Remember when this guy was the biggest, scariest thing here? Not anymore. It's very small in comparison, isn't it? It's quite cute. Sometimes when I turn around, I swear I can see pillagers, but there's nothing there. I thought there was a pillager over there. I think that pig confused me for a moment as well. So whilst the librarians are doing their research, and Horatio is hopefully going to see something in the pools to give us some more insight onto our new arrival, I'm going to go do something that we kind of overlooked when 1.20 came out, which is that I'm going to go find a trail ruin, hopefully. A couple of people have asked if I'll go find one, so we'll go find one. Now I don't 100% know how they spawn. I've been told that they are little bits at the top of the ruin sticking out of the ground and that they tend to be in forests. So I'm going to need to go to the nether roof and then we'll need to go out somewhere in a direction I haven't been and yeah, then just fly around and see what we can find. Hopefully we'll find some more pretty examples of the cherry biomes because we've really only seen that one bit that I found. It'd be nice to do some exploring. And we might find some more armour pieces, you know, the armour trims and stuff like that, because I would like some more pottery shards, and I would like to put something on my armour one day. I don't want it to just be plain netherite, but I don't want to just smack on the first thing I find, especially since I don't think you can remove it. I think you can change it to a different design, but I don't think you can ever go back to plain, which is a bit of a shame. I feel like you should be able to scrub it off in some way. But anyway, let's go on a little adventure. I think I've got everything I need in here. I've got 3 empty shulkers here, and I can make at least, I think 6, it might even be 12 more with what I've got in here. I've got the brush, I've got fortune in case I need that for any reason. I think I've got everything that I'm likely to need. Now I just need to figure out which way in the nether I haven't been yet. I think this way is my froglight farm. Yes, there it is. I don't think I have been further out past the froglight farm, so I'm going to keep going this way, which is directly south. And here we are. That's 1,000. I'm just going to pop some torches down so I know that that is the way home. and I shall make myself a portal here, because that should be 8,000 blocks away. Fingers crossed we don't end up anywhere horrible. Actually, I'll keep that on just in case I perish. Great, a cave. Pretty low down as well. Better start climbing up. What biome? I'm in an ocean. Oh, good. Oh, there's some water. Up we go. Or not. There we are. Well, this is promising that we've come out in some forests. I don't know if I should fly or if I should just walk. I feel like I'm going to fly over so many. I'll try walking for now. I have got some saddles. I could always pick up a horse. I'm pretty sure that the trail ruins do show up on things like Chunkbase's seed map, but I'm going to try and find them organically to begin with, unless I absolutely struggle. But I do genuinely enjoy exploring, so I'm going to try and find one organically. I think the real trouble is simply going to be spotting them because they're covered by trees. Ooh, nice. Let's go have a quick explore. I would like to build a snowy settlement at some point. A proper one right out in the ice. I think that would be really cool. This might be a nice spot for it actually, because you've got everything you need on the doorstep. You're not completely isolated in water, but then there's all the snow and ice atmosphere out here. Yeah, I quite like this one. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. I'm going to look at this big hole though. It's like a giant footprint. I also quite like this. If you were to build something around here, this would be a really good starting point for a quarry or a mine. You could even build houses like into the walls of this, have them burrowed in so there's just tons of windows all looking out into one central area. That would be really cool. Anyway, we're looking for trail ruins. Is that a naturally generating puppy? I don't think I've ever seen a naturally generating puppy. I only ever find the adults. Hello. Hi. So I had a feeling that I was misunderstanding something, so I have looked up the biomes that you can find the trail ruins in, and it is not this one, I don't think. What's this one? Just a forest. So yeah, it's basically tigers, the various tigers, the jungle, and the old birch, which is why I was seeing birch trees and thinking that this was fine. It's the old birch specifically. Now I did just see a spruce biome, or a tiger or something. I saw spruce trees. Where have they gone? There we are. Oh, and a village. That's handy, if this is a decent bit of spruce. Which I don't think it is. Oh, it's okay. Oh, alright, we can set up a little base camp here for a bit, and then go search that spruce biome properly. Diamonds. Handy. Out you go. Rob the bell, as is tradition. Oh, a natural 4-block sugarcane. We're spoilt today. Puppies and sugarcanes. Oh, this is a big house. Weird. I might set that big house as my spawn, just in case. What is this one? So this is just a tiger. Yep, that's fine. That's what we need. Let us have a look and see if we can now find a proper trail ruin. Thankfully, I only looked for about 5 minutes in the other one, so it's not a big deal. I don't feel like I've wasted too much time doing that. I really enjoy exploring. It reminds me of when you first start a new world and you're trying to find somewhere perfect to go live. Ah, there's nothing here. I thought there might have been a chest or something just here, but no. No. Oh, there's another one there. I'm just going to go plunder that very quickly. The sun is setting. I will see if I can find that village again. Hi, sorry. It's me. So we're looking for terracotta sticking out the ground. This is the wrong forest. Get out this forest. Move, cow. We're having a shootout. Would anybody like to be a friend? No. Shunned. That's a pig. That's where I just was, I think. I think I've somehow turned around and gone exactly the way I've just been. Is this where I had the shootout with the skeleton? Right, we'll cross the river. I imagine it is a nightmare trying to find them in a jungle. And I would like to get all the armour trims and the pottery stuff someday, but I imagine the jungle is quite a hard one, because everything's covered in moss and, not moss, vines. Trying to stick to the lower areas and not go up the hills, because I feel like it wouldn't generate properly on a hill anyway, even if it spawned up there. Stay to the spruce, don't wander off. So this area might be a bit of a dud, we might not be finding anything here. Is this the big ravine again? Yep. Might be better off going past the snow and seeing if the other side of the snow has snowy tiger and stuff like that. Now where was the snowy bit? There. Ooh, just came into view. Right, so we'll go past here a little and see if anything comes up. Let's stick closer to this side. Aha. Got some more. Only a little patch again, though. I haven't found much in the way of cold biomes in this world. It all seems to be either temperate or really quite hot. Get lots of deserts, lots of plains. Don't really find anything other than that. This is a snowy tiger, isn't it? It is indeed. Good. Just a nice hole to nowhere. Out into a regular tiger now. There's a load of dogs hanging out with some chickens. That's some pigs again. The pigs keep throwing me off. I keep thinking it's like the terracotta colour. Hello, sheepy. Oh, it's like a weird little underground bit here. This is kind of cute. Back into the tiger. Don't get distracted. You just going to leave it there? Take it I can't see anything from the sky. No, I'm not seeing anything immediately. Oh, and a fox. He's been busy. He's really been busy. Okay. Well, we'll leave him to that. I quite like this ice patch. This would be quite a nice place to do an ice settlement. Oh, polar bear. I might have to use like chunk base or something soon because I'm not finding anything. I am just running blindly around the hillside. I'm really enjoying the snow crunch. This is such a nice spot. I love a bit of snow on top of the tiger. Well, this is a nice flat bit, so I'll give this a search. If I don't find anything here, then I might have to use a map and see if I can find anything that way. This time I was thrown off by a fox. Oh, quite a few. Oh, it's a baby. Okay, yeah, I am really struggling to find anything, so I think I'm going to have a quick look on chunk base. I'll see if I can just get a general area. I won't take the exact coordinates. I'll just see if I can get a rough area of where one is in relation to me, and then we can go find it. And wow, I'm glad I looked that up. They're actually really few and far between around here. In some parts of the map, you'll go a couple of hundred blocks and you'll find another one. And in this one, they are thousands of blocks apart around here. So it was a good job I checked because I wasn't going to find one anywhere. There are a couple, and I've got rough coordinates for them. So let's go find them. Actually, I'm going to go check out this first because it's cool. Look at this big mountain. That is such a good mountain. Look at that. Yep, have a really good look as I lag out. This is such a cool spot. I'll have to keep this in mind. I know we're doing a tiger build, but doing something in the snow, this might be so nice. Even if I don't build up here, it might be nice to have this is kind of like the local area. Anyway, yes, need to go this way a bit. Actually, we need to go this way about 1,200 blocks. That's how far out I am from the nearest one. So minus 200-ish by about 570. So somewhere around here, there is reportedly a trail ruin. I'm getting chilly. Oh, zoom out, that was a bit weird. I am still not seeing anything. I have looked around, and I've even looked under the snow a little bit. I am not seeing anything. It's supposed to be just around here. There is no sign of it, unless somehow it is like properly underground, as in like it's spawned in a cave, which would be really awkward. Right, so where's the next one? Oh, look at these mountains when they eventually load in. Come on, let's give them a minute. Look at this mountain range. If you wanted to find one this big, you'd never find it. And here it is. What's the height on this thing? That's the highest point. 256. It's almost a little bit reminiscent of... What is it? What's it called? Is it the enhanced biomes world setting that you can use when you're generating a new world? You know, where stuff used to be really massive all the way up to build height and used to have big floating islands and stuff. Enough gawping. Again, supposedly around here, we do have a few risen patches, but they're not stuff. Oh my god, am I looking at it the wrong way around again? I think I fall for that every single time with chunk base. I think it displays these numbers the wrong way around, so I think I need to swap those. That would explain things. I'll just go back and check the map again. No, I just checked it. I'm reading it right. I'm in the right place. I'm just not seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing. Or it's just not here. I don't think I've been here. I don't think I've been this far out, so it's not like this is old terrain generation. Oh! And there we are. Is that all it is? I mean, I knew it was just like a couple of blocks, but that seems so discreet. Okay, well that's good. We found one. We'll set up a little camp, and then we can begin the excavation. I have no idea how to go about excavating this, other than slowly. I'm probably actually going to punch it by hand whilst I just figure out the stuff that's next to the trail ruin blocks. Is this all suspicious sand? I think it is. That's quite a lot to dig out. Well, that's quite a lot to dust. You know what, tree? You can go down. I cleared out my inventory, so there's just a little jostling pile of nonsense over there, don't mind that. So I'm thinking, gonna clear it out first, make it visible as best as we can, then we'll kind of excavate it and look at what we've got. Because I actually don't really even know what these things are. I know there are heaps of terracotta and mud and gravel. That's about as far as I know. I don't know if there's chests inside, I don't know if there's any kind of loot, if it is just the stuff that's in the gravel. I'm assuming snow is not part of it. Okay, I've uncovered a top part here. I suspect it's coming out this way, just from this slopey angle. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep it nice and visible. For now, it's got 2 blocks all around it, so I think I'm just gonna keep punching around. This, I'll have to leave dirt blocks like that, otherwise the gravel will drop. Glass. I didn't know they had glass in them. Kind of threw me when I dug it up. That, I think, because that's coarse dirt, I think that is part of the structure, so I'm going to leave that one. Ooh, now we're down to the glazed terracotta. Now we're getting to the structure, which seems to actually be going out backwards. I'm making progress. I think I've got everything cleared out bar that one bit of dirt, because it'll drop the gravel. Now I just need to do this back bit, I think. I don't know how far down it goes. I think that might just be natural gravel, but I'm going to leave it. I started following this round, but I realise if I dig anything and gravel falls, it will break the suspicious sandy gravel stuff, so I'm going to have to go back to the top and dig this way to meet it. Once I've got it all uncovered, I will be opening it up to the sky anyway, so we'll get to see it. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I mean, I knew they were kind of big, I didn't realise it was going to be this spreading underground. I thought it just kind of went off in one direction like an L. Okay, that seems to be the boundary there for this extending bit. So now we just find the bottom. And that appears to be the bottom. That is just stone underneath. And here we are. This, I think, at least on this side, is the lowest layer. Okay. I don't know if cobble is part of the structure. I'm going to assume it is. But I did briefly wonder there if we'd actually discovered a spawner as well. This patch here has quite a big spread of the cobble, so I'm curious to see what this is. Is there anything behind it? Oh, it might be a chamber. Okay. No, probably. Ugh. Thankfully, I think that was just a normal bit of gravel. I don't think that was a suspicious gravel. Fine, I'll check it out when I'm done. I was wrong. There is so much more. It never stops. Where's the end of this thing? Will it ever end? You think you get to the end and another bit comes up. Ah, here's my tunnel. I found the back. It just keeps going. It's so big. I was kind of thinking I was going to do maybe a couple of these today, but I'm absolutely only doing one. Yeah, but I think for now, one is good enough for me. We'll get this finished up. We'll make it nice and pretty and visible. Then we shall do some exploring. I need to go that way still, don't I? Time. 6 more shulkers because I'm already running out. Pick this one up because it's important. There we are. Beep. Boop. Bonk. Boop. Bop. Bimble. This thing does not stop. I found more tunneling in back here, so I need to hollow out all of this. It all wraps around here. It's huge. I didn't realise they were so big. I just keep finding more. And if you dig a little bit to the side, there's like little, I don't know, little structures. I'd still like to get it fully excavated so we can see what's going on. But I come back here. This is how far on it goes. And then it keeps going. This bit's down here. I'm still trying to leave the gravel and the dirt as much as I can because I found more. Because I feel like it's kind of part of it at the moment. It just never ends. I keep thinking I found the end, but no. It keeps going. I found another bit. This thing is huge. Okay, this thing is so big and sprawling. I'm just going to dig it out and I'll be back with you when it's done. Because there's nothing really to report on. It just keeps sprawling. So I'll just bring you back when I have unsprawled it. And you can see it all as best as we can. I'll join you shortly. I was trying to mark out the corners so far and a creeper got me. It's not too bad because I don't think it got anything on the thingamabob. This thing, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think it just damaged the wall a bit. That's fine. Scared the life out of me though. It's been a commute, but I've had to come back home. I need to repair stuff. I'm just losing so much durability on tools. I'm also going to see if I can buy the enchanting bottles from the librarians in a moment. Tried mining coal to see if I could get enough endurance back, but nope, nothing like. I've just come home and I'm going to make a portal directly to that trail ruin, so it'll be nice and easy to get back if I need to. You guys, give me your quartz. That's everything healed up. Now I'll go trade with the librarians and see if I can get some of the bottles of enchanting and then I can fix as I go. Is it you guys that sell bottle of enchanting or is it clerics, isn't it? It's clerics. I wonder if I can train up some clerics quickly. I've got enough rotten flesh. Well, that took about 5 minutes, and I've got 4 villagers up to getting me bottles of enchanting, so I'm just going to stand around here for a bit and get a lot more bottles. Okay, I've got 2.5 stacks of bottles of enchanting, which should just get me something. I don't know that that will restore a full pickaxe, but I feel it'll do a good chunk if it needs to. Now I'm going to make a portal directly to the trail ruin, and we can finish excavating it. And I think now that I've got the outline, I think I'm actually going to put my beacon up just to clear out the rest. I didn't want to put my beacon up straight away because I didn't know how big it was going to be, and I didn't want to accidentally chop through anything I wasn't supposed to chop through. I think it's this way, isn't it? So I want to be 816, and this one wants to be -46. So here would roughly be correct. Oh, hello, hell. I can see you. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it doesn't spawn like in or around or on top of the actual thingy. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Wonderful. It's going to float over it a little bit, which is a shame. I can always move it. I've started outlining it, and it is massive. All the way down there in one big straight line. All around here. This big bit kicks out here. And then it comes along. I've got to here so far. I need to keep... I think it cuts this way now. Yeah, that's the front. So it's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be roughly this square bit in the middle with the bit sticking out the top. I was wrong. It is much, much bigger than that. Still, it'll be interesting to see it once it's fully revealed. And now I have a portal to get home quickly if I need to. There we are. Should be nice and speedy now. Back to digging. This is... So far, I'm up to about 4 hours on this thing, so this is going to be like an 8-hour job by the time I'm done. It's ridiculous. Best get on with it. Finally, it is done. It is revealed. That was quite the ordeal. It went much faster once I had the beacon up, of course. It probably took another 1.5 hours to clear the top, because I had to go a bit carefully so I didn't accidentally catch anything. But yeah, you can see that this is pretty big now. I have left all the gravel, and I'm glad that I did, because now that it's cleared you can see that the gravel is very much on top of the structures, so I think it's meant to be there. I don't think it's just naturally generated in the stone. I think it's part of the structure. So we'll have to go in now and start dusting it all down. I am curious to see if there's anything underneath that stone block that's right in the middle of that pattern. I don't know if there's chambers inside these rooms, because they almost look like little rooms, little structures. I don't know if there's anything in them, or if they're just, you know, clogged up with stone and dirt. But we shall find out. It's time to start dusting. Whoa! Need to fly, don't break your legs. I brought a lot of shulkers back with me because I had these nine pink ones. I had to take them back and empty them because they were so full. But now it's just these ones, I think, that have got something in, and the rest I think are pretty much empty. I brought just so much back, just so I had the room if I needed it. But now, brush. I've put mending on it, and I've put unbreaking 3 on it, so it should last a good long while. I think I'm going to start up here, where we began, and we'll see what's here. Are you suspicious? No. You are. Terrific. Some purple glass. I actually don't know what you can get out of these. I'm going to assume the pottery shard, sheedle shuddles. And I'm going to assume, if you're very lucky, maybe armour trims, but maybe not. But should I clear the gravel once I've swept it? Because it is just gravel. So should I consider it irrelevant once it's been dusted? I'm kind of thinking I should. I'm thinking I should clear it. I think the gravel is only meant to be a sediment on top of the structure. I'm going to keep saying shard. What's that one? Oh, that's a brick. Okay. I'm just going to keep going, and I'll bring you back as and when we find something interesting. I think this is just a brick. Yep, that's just a brick. Well, that's that top bit cleared. And bricks, dye, and glass is, I think, all I got out of that. Oh, I've got 2 glass. Lucky me. Some dye and 2 bricks. So, not stunning so far. But that was an armour trim. So that's good. Happy with that. Friend pottery shard. Shongle. Oh. Oh, I didn't expect to see a crafting table, I'll be honest. Oh, this has cleared out a nice little room in here. Is this why you get glass? Are you meant to, like, fix the windows and stuff? That makes sense. Oh, what's this one gonna be? Wayfinder. I've cleared out the top of this bit, but I haven't looked inside yet, so I'm gonna do this. Is it just cobble? I think it's just cobble all the way through. That's a shame. I was hoping there was going to be like a little room in there. Ooh, a creeper. Danger. Yeah, that's fitting. I am aware that you can pick up the suspicious sand and gravel if you use spider webs. Don't know if that's going to get patched out. I don't really have a use for it, to be honest. It's so fragile. I'll never really use it. I'm so annoyed I didn't catch that on film. Relic. That's going straight in the ender chest. Yoink. We shall be listening to that later. That is such a bop. I didn't even know you could get it out of these. I don't know where I thought you got it. Considering I have had such bad luck with music discs, I found like 6 and they're all cat throughout this playthrough. And I was just about to dig this entire layer off as well. I just happened to catch that bit of pattern. Well, that's encouraging. I do enjoy finding a little treasure. I'm just quickly dusting everything like this because the suspicious sand makes a slightly different noise. It keeps throwing me off because sometimes when you walk on the gravel, it sounds like you're stepping on glass. It makes this really crunchy, tinkly noise rather than just the crunchy gravel noise. So it kind of did it here, but there's nothing here. I've checked all this. Unless it means that there's something on the next layer. They've maybe just changed the gravel noise. But there is something on the next layer, so that's an interesting thought. It was doing it over here as well as I was running over this roof. Let's see if I can find it and we can test this. And just to be annoying, it's not doing it now. No, it's doing it over the whole roof, really. Okay, it must just have been a fluke. There's coal blocks in here, which I'm going to guess I assume that's coal? Yep, I'm just going to have a quick look. Nothing underneath? No. So I think that's meant to be like a chimney, like a fireplace or something. A kiln, maybe? Well, a kiln would make sense given that there's pottery shards here. And it's all bricked up. We're getting there. I think I've only got these last 2 bits to do, and I'll have cleared everything. I was saying about how there's like a slightly different sound. If you brush normal gravel, it just says brushing. If you brush suspicious gravel, the subtitles say brushing gravel. So there is a little cue in the subtitles for anybody who needs that as well. Anyway, I'll turn it off now. That was just a little experiment. And here it is, fully exposed and fully de-gravelled. I think I have uncovered every bit of it now. Once you take the gravel off, it's actually quite small, isn't it? As far as I can see, I've got all of it from all around. Don't think I've missed any patches. I think I've got it all from in these cobbledy bits. I'm not going to hollow out underneath it. I don't think that's really needed. And I don't think there's anything inside these. I have looked, and it's just like cobble all the way in. So I don't think there's anything inside these cobble bits. These seem to be just like foundations, maybe. I like to think there was maybe water running through here. This is why there's a channel. The main tower. Yep, it's a tower. There is a room here with a crafting table. I actually quite like this room. I quite like this window arrangement. It's reminding me of something and I can't think what it is. I think it might be a little bit of, again, forgive the pronunciation here. I think it's called Madain Sari from Final Fantasy IX, the village of the summoners. Something about it's just sort of echoing that, and I quite like it. Here seems to be more of like a, I don't know, like a patio, an area where there would maybe have been outside seating, and then either this cover's been destroyed or was only meant to be like an outer ring for decoration. This feels like it was maybe a kitchen. I feel like that's maybe where a cooking area was, and then there's seating, there's this sort of central area where people maybe sat around a fire pit or something. I do still think this side was possibly a kiln, given that it's got the coal blocks, and again, I've checked underneath, there's nothing there. And then there's this little room here. See, this feels like a walkway. This feels like there was maybe water or a path, and you came down here, and then you would have come through this doorway here into a room, and again, it's a seating area. There is a fire pit, I didn't put this here. Again, we'll just have a quick check that there's nothing underneath. Nah, there's nothing here. Now that I can see it as a full thing, I kind of understand what it's meant to be, and it is actually quite a cute design. I quite like this. I don't know, it feels like a little village. You can imagine people living here, a little family or something. It's a shame that it's so buried. It would be nice if some of them were buried and some of them were maybe, particularly in the desert, more on the surface, and you've just got to dig them out a little bit to get the sand off. That would be quite nice, but it's a shame they are so buried because so many people aren't going to do this. This whole process has probably taken 6 or 7 hours at this point. My 8-hour estimate was maybe a bit heavy-handed, but it's still taken, you know, with a beacon and everything, it's still taken 6 or 7 hours. Shame they're quite so buried. And I didn't get a lot from any of this. I've got a lot of gravel, that's about it. There's some dirt, a little bit of stone. in terms of the goodies, this is like the junk box. So we've got a load of different glass and just some stuff. I did get some emeralds, but most of it is just stuff. There's some signs. The flint was just from punching the gravel. Don't know why that bush is separate, but never mind. Some dye. So that's kind of like the boring stuff. I'm not sure if I should put the stained glass back. I might save this box and kind of use it as like a palette, and then one day, when I've thought about it a bit more, we can maybe come back and actually restore this, and we'll use these things. We'll use these stained glass windows and use these dyes to make dyed terracotta and stuff, and yeah, see if we can rebuild this. Or at least kind of get an idea for what it might have been. Because I think a few people have already tried or wanted to do this, so it'd be interesting to see all the different versions people have. You know, I'm seeing something that's quite kind of, I'm going to say al fresco. It's quite kind of inside out, lots of like being open to the elements. Maybe a bit cold here since we're in a cold biome, but other people might read this as being very industrial or maybe even something kind of sinister. Be interesting to see everybody's different takes. But in terms of the other goodies, this is my pottery collection, so 3 howl, which I actually don't know what that is. Is it just a dog? It's just a dog, isn't it? That's good. Use that for Horatio things. Well, 1 creeper, so 1 danger, 3 burn, it's 4 heartbreak, 1 heart, and 2 friend. And then just some extra bits of clay stuff. And I think we can safely say that relic isn't meant to be rare, given that I have found 4 of them through this excavation. I've also found razor armor trim, wayfinder, and host. And I have now learned that you can actually duplicate armor trims once you've got them, so that's cool. We don't need to find multiples of them, we just need to make the set. Actually thinking I might make some kind of display in the... I've got like the big storage room by the little dock where there's already a boat built. So I might actually make some kind of display area there where I store all my armor trims. That might work really well. But yeah, I think that was everything. I think the armor trims, the relics, and the pottery is the main stuff I was after. I don't think there's anything else that's really been important. The rest of it is just junk. I have no idea if I've just been super lucky with the relic finds or if it is actually quite easy to find. If relic is rare, then I think doing this and digging something out completely is probably worthwhile to get a hold of that. If they're not rare, then there's kind of... I'll be honest, it's been a lot of work for not a huge amount of reward unless you're collecting every single armor trim and every single pottery fragment. This hasn't really been that exciting. It's the kind of thing I don't mind doing. I don't mind just digging stuff out for eternity, and because I might actually rebuild this one day, it's been kind of fun. But chances are I'm never going to do this again. Unless I have a very particular plan for something, I'm just probably never going to do this again. It's been a lot of work. It certainly would be very pretty once decorated though, so I think we'll definitely have to come back at some point and try and redecorate them. But with that, I think I'm going to pick up all my shulker boxes and just go home and decant stuff. I shall see you soon. Strange, sprawling ruins. We will come back for you. But for now, home. Right, home again. Time to start tidying up the shulker boxes. I'm going to take the candles and pop them in this shulker box. Then I'm going to rename this. There we are. Trail Ruin Finds. And I shall keep that to one side, and when we come to restore it... This is the big storage room that I admittedly haven't used much. So I'm thinking it might be nice to put the pottery stuff in here, and also to put the armour stuff here. Okay, and we'll sort this out once I've got a bit more, and it's kind of sorty-outable. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that one out. And we'll put... whatever this one is. Burn. Yeah, that'll do. Oh. Yeah, that'll do. And then maybe over here, because this is kind of workstation area here, with mushrooms growing. What is with the mushrooms? Where are they coming from? So the armour trims themselves, I think I'll just put in here. I'll keep this one because it's nice and visible. As I understand it, you need diamonds, which I have a lot of, considering I already have spare armour and stuff. You need the block that it's made from. I'm going to guess stone for the most part, but I'll take cobble as well just in case. And I think my desert ones need sandstone, which I'll have to make. There we are. I just don't know how good it's going to look on my armour because I use elytra rather than a chest piece, so I just feel like the design part of it is going to be lost because I think most of the telltale part of the pattern is in the chest piece. Where's my crafting table? Here it is. There we go. So I can make coast. Coast needs cobble. Is that giving me 2? Or is it just giving me this one back? So it's just giving me my initial one back. I'll see if I can make 5, because then I can use 4 and keep 1. So I'll keep that like that as a separate one. It will let me make June. I already have enough of June to make a full set of armour, so I don't think I need to be too precious with that. Will it not let me make these ones? What do these ones need? Is it terracotta? Oh, it might be terracotta. Okay. Yeah, that might be terracotta, actually. Looks like the right kind of colour. Nope. Right, if I just look at it without the ingredients, will it tell me? Because I've got it in my inventory. It's just terracotta. I just had the wrong colour terracotta. It's so picky. What do you want? Oh, fine. You just want terracotta. Now you'll let me do it. Okay, so what have we got? This one again. A couple of these. And then one more. Excellent. There we go. Well, that was a faff. One up there, one there. One up there, one there. One up there, one there. So these will be like my library that I always hang on to, and then these can be used if I want to try them out. I actually quite like that we have to use a lot of diamonds to make the armour trims, because in a single player world, I don't really have much use for diamonds once I've got my full armour and my full tools, which I do, and I've got one full backup set, and I've got like a kind of halfway there, enchantment-wise, backup set, and I've got a load of stuff from the end cities and stuff like that as well. So it's nice to actually have a use for diamonds in that respect, because at the moment there's no incentive for me to go out and get them. They're kind of a bit of... They're there now, what do I do with them? So it's nice to have a reason to go get some, besides just decorative. I am going to put this relic in here, so when I come to duplicate more relays, as you can see I've got quite a few now, when I come to duplicate more, we can do it in style. We don't have to have cat again. Why don't we put a jukebox in here for the doggies? That's it. Okay, we've got some petals. Where interesting. We seem to have petalage, and I'm not quite sure where this has come from. Oh well, they can have a jukebox. They can have some petals. Any news? You seem pretty chill still. Well, this little place just keeps getting stranger. Provided it works its magic, I don't really mind. It can do what it likes. But this has been a busy episode, so I think I'm going to call it here. We've got some more pottery to work with later. We've got some more armour trim to work with later. We can get a nice armour trim gallery going. We got relic, and we have uncovered an entire ruin, an entire lost civilization. Who knows what went on there? We sure don't. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye for now!